Claire Huntington, class of 1995. Claire's journey in sports began long before Stevenson and continues to this day. It all started with her BMX cruiser and a bike gang of older neighborhood boys in Carmel. Tennis at the Beach and Tennis Club, swimming, and Carmel youth baseball and softball laid the foundation for a lifelong passion. At Stevenson, Claire found more than competition. She found sisterhood. Playing volleyball, basketball, and softball, Claire was driven by the talent around her, but it was the bond with her teammates that truly mattered. Chris Merrick, class of 1984, was the most important coach Claire ever had. His intensity and belief in her pushed her beyond her limits. Years later, his influence carried Claire into boxing, where she trained fiercely and competed in the Golden Gloves at 33 years of age, winning 4 bouts before falling to the tournament champion. Now, at almost 48 years old, Claire still moves, trains, and plays. From boxing to fly fishing with her husband, it's about the challenge. Stevenson gave Claire that spark. Roxanne Clevin Victor, class of 1995. Sports at Stevenson made Roxanne's high school experience unforgettable. Through swimming, field hockey, and track, Roxanne found lifelong friends, built focus and resilience, and kept up with challenging academics. She learned to show up with a positive attitude, work hard, and stay committed even when it was tough. Some highlights include setting the school record and winning the 4x100 relay championship her senior year, Lane 2 swim practice, and running in one of the most beautiful places. Now, with a high schooler of her own playing sports, Roxanne appreciates even more the passion of her coaches, Rob Clevin, Meg Randall, Catherine Powers, and Willie Suber, who believed in her so she could believe in herself. To this day, Roxanne strives to be a strong and passionate person working for women, children, and infants, and hopefully, making people's lives better. J.D. Abercrombie, class of 2000. While J.D. doesn't have one favorite memory from his Stevenson athletics career, what stands out is the growing energy around his Stevenson swim meets. As a sophomore, the stands were nearly empty, but by his senior year, the pool deck was packed with supporters cheering for the entire team. That transformation was powerful. Swimming shaped J.D.'s identity, instilling discipline and structure that carried him beyond Stevenson, including managing a multi-year Olympics training schedule. It even led him back to the deck as a coach today. Stevenson's trimester sports requirement pushed him to try new things, like water polo, which broadened his athletic perspective. Motivators like the late Nathan Krisoff from the class of 1999 inspired J.D. with both wisdom and humor. Coaches like Dr. Rob Clevin and Jim Fannin made lasting impacts on his swimming and character. Stevenson taught J.D. the values of dedication, teamwork, and resilience. The lessons he learned there continue to guide him today, in and out of the water. Katie Denny, class of 2000. In high school, Katie knew her basketball experience at Stevenson was special, but only in recent years has she truly appreciated how it was the perfect blend of joy and competition before the demands of college sports. Katie loved everything, from 5 a.m. shooting practices to practicing in Coach Sean Evans's headlights when the gym lights failed. Moments like sweeping the gym floors with Laura Kent-Monting, class of 2002, or seeing the Never Give Up 32 sign by the scoreboard stay with her. Katie went on to play for the Stanford women's basketball team, and wanting to explore what leads to happiness and resilience in athletes, earned a psychology degree and later a PhD in clinical psychology. The skills and values Katie developed at Stevenson continue to guide her, even with her own 3 kids. Her dad's favorite quote still shapes Katie's approach. The way to a meaningful life is to make yourself useful, doing something challenging with good people. Matt Hermson, class of 2000. Joining the football team freshman year helped ease Matt's transition into Stevenson as he began lifelong friendships. Football remained especially meaningful. Matt loved playing for Coach Young, who became a mentor on and off the field. His favorite moment was beating Pacific Grove on the road junior year just after the Monterey Herald had crowned them the Peninsula Powerhouse. Midway through sophomore year, Matt started track and field, which led to 3 memorable years, including qualifying for CCS in the 800. Matt later added the long jump and triple jump. While Matt was on the basketball team all 4 years, it was a humbling experience. His upperclassmen years were spent guarding freshman Casey Curtis, class of 2002, in practice as hard as he could to help him improve for games. This taught Matt the value of being a team player versus a standout player. Experiences in diving, golf, and a memorable stint with the lacrosse team when Coach Young invited Matt to join just weeks before the state tournament, shortly after his father's passing, helped shape him and pave the way for a fulfilling college career in both football and track. Ashton Clark, class of 2005. Ashton's time in Stevenson athletics shaped his success on the field and the person he is today. From memorable moments like beating St. Ignatius lacrosse in overtime on Alumni Field to racking up 432 team rushing yards in a single football game at Greenfield, Ashton's time on the football and lacrosse teams was filled with hard-fought victories and lifelong lessons. Ashton learned that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work, that nothing is handed to you, you have to earn it, and that you should always leave a place better than you found it. The work ethic, dedication, and drive instilled at Stevenson were the foundation for everything that followed, especially through his collegiate career as a 4-year starter in both football and lacrosse at Claremont McKenna College. Later, coaching at Stevenson led Ashton to meet his wife Chelsea, a reminder of how deeply the school has impacted his life. Ashton is especially grateful to coaches Danny Powers, the class of 77, Jeff Young, and Germano Denise, class of 88, who, beyond being great coaches, were mentors and role models who helped shape his path. Anne-Marie May, class of 2005. Anne-Marie Stevenson athletics memories still bring her joy. Being surrounded by friends, laughter, and camaraderie, the thrill of competition, the wins and the losses they shared, and the amazing coaches who led them, it all meant so much. It taught Anne-Marie about what kind of person she wanted to be, as well as how to handle success and disappointment. Anne-Marie learned that nothing motivates her to work harder than when her efforts benefit others she respects and cares about. Being a Stevenson athlete gave Anne-Marie many of her closest friendships and taught her how to build mental and physical strength. She's leaned on the athlete mindset in many situations. Anne-Marie worked with many wonderful coaches and great teammates, and she remembers each one fondly. Jim Fannin is the coach who left the most lasting impression on her. Much of who she became as an athlete and a person is because of him. His support, friendship, and belief in her potential gave Anne-Marie the confidence to pursue collegiate athletics. Jim truly changed her life. Phil Trapp, class of 2005. One of Phil's favorite memories from Stevenson athletics was Stevenson's epic 2005 lacrosse season finale against St. Ignatius. After years of close battles, they finally beat them in double overtime on Stevenson's home field. 10 seniors started that day, each playing a crucial role. The game was muddy, intense, and unforgettable. With minutes left in overtime, the defense made a key stop, and Ian Morrison, class of 2005, scored the winning goal. The team erupted in joy, tossing gloves and helmets into the air as they embraced in celebration. That day taught Phil something bigger than winning. How he conducts himself and treats others matters most. Athletics at Stevenson pushed Phil physically and mentally, teaching him teamwork and how to work towards a group goal. Today, sports are how Phil stays grounded and healthy and keeps up with his son. Phil is grateful to all his coaches, especially Coach Jeff Young and Coach Germano Denise with class of 88. Great coaches make a lasting impact. The world needs more coaches like those Phil had at Stevenson.